What's up everyone, Wolful Weaver here, and I want to talk about an occurrence that I am aptly naming Bandit's Retribution. Essentially, the price that Bandit has to pay for being the coolest survivor in Risk of Rain 2. The specific topic I wish to discuss is that of his smoke bomb, which grants invisibility and supposedly prevents enemies from targeting you. However, in practice, this is not quite the case. When Bandit activates his smoke bomb, he gains invisibility, a slight speed boost, and a stunning effect on nearby enemies. Whilst under the effects of invisibility, enemies will appear to track the last location that Bandit was seen. However, in several examples, you can see that the enemies will just track my location whilst invisible, or preemptively know my location shortly before my invisibility expires. Now, I'm not familiar with the actual AI or coding that dictates how the AI detects or engages with the player, but I suspect these enemies are actively receiving inputs for my location, but simply at a delayed rate. I say this because it would explain why predictive attacks that rely on seeing where the player is going and leading their attacks in order to actually hit them would still manage to know whether or not I'm standing still while invisible, such as the Stone Titan's Fist. Another interesting quirk regarding invisibility is that most, if not all, enemies that have a melee primary attack can still sense your invisible presence and use their melee on you while you're invisible. This includes the Stone Golem's Seismic Slam, the Lemurian Swipe attack, and most devastatingly, the Gup, Geep, and Gips Spike attack. It was actually the Gups attack that finally convinced me to make this video. The sheer size of the Gups quote-unquote melee range used to make me second guess whether or not it was simply attacking where I thought I had activated my smoke, but after several occurrences of this, I was convinced that the Gup could simply see through my invisibility. With one of Bandit's core game mechanics being his ability to get close to enemies, having an enemy that can completely ignore one of the key enablers of Bandit's playstyle can be slightly annoying, especially when the enemy is incredibly tanky and can dish out some pretty punishing damage. However, this is where unstranding the entirety of the smoke bomb mechanic is useful. Smoke bomb can be used to both enter and exit combat, with the stunning effect being applied. As such, if you want to avoid getting spiked or hit by predictive nonsense that has no right to be anywhere near you, my advice is to simply not let them attack in the first place. Stunning a Gup lets you move out of their attack range, or in some cases deal enough damage to force their mitosis ability. However, getting stuck in Gup range with no smoke bomb can be incredibly punishing, so be careful. And until next time, bye bye.